Hi, I'm back. We're looking at Pagekit, the PHP CMS, and before the break, and in the first part, we got it set up. Before the break, we were looking at building forms and a little bit more about how the extension system works, or packages as it's called in here. Now I want to look back at the marketplace for the last sort of 15-20 minutes and see what's available. Similarly to the extensions, this is interesting. This is a little bit of a terminology disconnect, because the folder in the file system is called packages all over the place, and in the app directory it's called modules, but in the interface it's called extensions, which is interesting that there's that terminology disconnect. So similarly to extensions, there is a blueprint for creating themes, and I'll install that because I want to see what that looks like. Then there are 4 other ones, it seems. Oh, when this ever gets finished. Well, that's interesting. I couldn't install the extension blueprint. I wonder if I will suffer the same fate here. So there are 10 extensions displayed per page. There are only about 12 extensions in total for Pagekit, and it appears that this Bixby user must work on the team that develops Pagekit, because there are just so many. There are just so many of his extensions on here, or her extension on here. Enable this theme. Okay, so appears there are 4 themes you can choose from. I assume for the rest you'll have to craft it yourself. If we have a look here, I want to see where these themes are. So it doesn't appear to be in storage. Doesn't appear to be in packages. Surely not temp. Where is this installed to? That's interesting. Am I just looking in a really bad place for this? Packages, Pagekit. Oh, theme right there. Okay, so so this packages directory appears to be vendor and then library name or module name, and this installs as a package. Menus main. That's interesting. I don't understand exactly where the menus and the position stuff comes into play. I guess I should probably look at theme 1's files, and that'll be a bit more. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So the theme defines these positions for stuff to be, and events, not really interested in that. Okay, so the theme defines where these things are supposed to be, and the different menu positions, and then I guess you can assign stuff like widgets or pages to display in those areas. Jumping back into 1 then, what are the views here? So template, is this the main layout? It must be the main layout, and that renders a position. So footer is a position you can assign stuff to. And then there's a bunch of off-canvas stuff. So render footer, is that a... That must be a special thing that loads in JavaScript or something. But position off canvas and menu off canvas, that stuff gets put down here. Okay, that's fine. So position footer. So this must be like JavaScript stuff. And then I guess there's a complementary render head, yep, which will be scripts and styles. Some more of that nonsense. It's basically view menu and view position stuff that you render into a template. And then these positions here, position grid. What happens there? View position hero is the second a PHP file that this gets rendered into. Widget get result. That's very interesting. It's interesting how that works. I'll have to dig a bit more in that to understand how that works. So this is another interesting thing. We've got a blog package here, and this has some views: comments, post, and posts. If we have a look at here, post and post have some overriding templates. App bundle post. This has some overriding templates. I wonder if this replaces what gets shown in here. It does appear to. You see that different class? This appears to override the templates that are available in the packages. I'm not exactly sure how that works. If there is some kind of configuration that tells it to do that. Node, widget. I don't know. I'd have to go through docs to see that, to be honest. I'm not sure that I could tell just by looking at the source code how these templates are being overridden. But basically, it appears to just be PHP templates that get rendered in a theme. Again, this install file, I can probably reduce this font size a bit because it's getting a bit overwhelming. But the index file has all sorts of defaults for the theme, just like the other packages do, because themes appear to just be packages. And then there's like a Webkit a Webpack config, which I think must get applied in addition to all the other Webpack stuff that goes on. So this config here goes app modules everything, app installer everything, app system everything, and packages everything, loading those files in, and then merges those Webpack configs. That's actually a very interesting way of doing it. So to make extensions and to take full advantage of being able to compile and bundle stuff together, you have to learn a little bit about Webpack configuration, or you can just copy the skeleton extension and try and figure your way around this. And then, so app components, app bundle. This is just all still part of the Webpack stuff. I guess it's just views that make up the theme and the Webpack resources behind the scenes. And Pagekit theme is just the specific type that it has to be, I guess, to know that this is a theme. Okay. So that's very interesting. It's very interesting. This looks like it's come a long way since I've tried this before, and the code base is, I guess, more orderly than the last time I looked at Pagekit. And I'm very interested to make a theme and to make an extension. Perhaps not something as ambitious as a forum, because there's a lot that goes on in a forum, but maybe something smaller. And there's plenty of ideas. There's plenty of ideas. I could just look at popular WordPress or popular Silverstripe or popular Joomla extensions, and there's basically none of that in Pagekit, it appears. I don't know if that's just because it's very new and people haven't had the time to dig into it, or if it's just very difficult to get the stuff vetted. I assume it has to be vetted because if you can upload anything to the marketplace, you don't exactly want a whole bunch of junk displaying in the marketplace. So maybe it's vetted. I hope so. I don't know so much. I mean, like, no cover image, bad cover image. These also, like, not really descriptive images either. I like these images from Bixby. I think those are cool. I think this image is cool and this image is cool. So maybe there just isn't actually anybody making extensions and themes for this yet, which, you know, it's very fertile ground. I'm not sure how you would monetize that though. Maybe to make extensions, maybe if you upload the stuff to the marketplace, there isn't really a paid for version of this. I guess you could have donations where these things are configured. So if you head to themes, how do you change a theme other than going through marketplace? Themes. This, I guess you could have some kind of donation link in here, if that would work. Would that actually work? I don't know, like in the description or something. So you could have donation info on extensions you make or on themes you make. You could make videos on how to create these things, I guess. It doesn't really appear to be a lot of infrastructure to be able to monetize this stuff. Which is, I guess, half the fun of centralizing a marketplace, is that you could do that. You could make ways for theme and extension developers to make money, to survive off of the development work that goes into this. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see that kind of thing. Interestingly, it also shows the folder on here. And what do these things do? View permissions. There's lots of interesting stuff here. I'm certainly gonna dig into this more. I'm not gonna do it anymore on stream though, unless I start doing cool modules and things. But I think that's all for today. So unless there are any questions left in chat, I'm going to start saying goodbye. Thank you for being here if you've watched this. And if you're interested in Pagekit, you can go to, what's the URL? Pagekit.com. You just have to sign in. You can connect with a GitHub account. And then you can download this and get started and submit themes and extensions to your heart's content. See there again, there they call it packages, but it's extensions or themes. That's probably the reason for that terminology. So packages is extensions and themes. Anyway, pagekit.com to find this stuff. You can basically make any kind of module or theme, and it doesn't appear that that stuff's in the marketplace. So I don't know if if it is vetted and there's just a massive backlog of thousands of things that people just haven't approved, or if it's so new that no one's making the stuff yet. Either way, make a module for it. It seems cool. Or just use it if you need some light CMS. This appears to be very lightweight and easy to install and configure. I've broken this. Okay, hold on. Let me just load the other theme back. This one. How do I activate this? Okay. I want to fix the site. Okay, there we go. So make a theme, make an extension, try this out if you just want something very lightweight. The code base looks pretty clean and pretty easy to extend, and I'm certainly going to try do that. And if you have questions, you can ask on Twitter. Now, I'll be back with another stream, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe the day after that. If you want to know when that's going to happen, you can follow me on Twitter and I'll tweet about the streams. Or just follow me on Twitch and you'll get an email about when the stream starts. But in any event, the time I start this makes sense for me, works really well for me because it's nice and quiet and I don't have kids running around. So the streams are usually about an hour ago, your time zone. That's when they start, but they're not every day. So follow on Twitter, which is assertchris, or on Twitch, which is assertchris. And you'll get notified about when that stuff happens. And other than that, thank you for being here, and you're awesome. Have a good night, or a good morning. If it's your morning, have a good morning. That's cool too. Bye.